प्रोटीन, एलोवेरा, एंटी डैंड्रफ आदि हर्बल शैम्पू, और वो भी विदेशी कंपनियों के केवल केमिकल से बने शैम्पू से लगभग आधे दाम पर। वर्षों से करोड़ों महिलाओं ने केश कांति को अपनाया और इसे हमेशा खरा पाया।
Shri Kanyaka Parameshwari Cooperative Bank Limited, Mysuru presents Swarna Gauri Nidhi Deposit for Women of Karnataka. Attractive rate of interest, yearly up to 11,000 rupees interest for 1 lakh deposit. Offer valid only from 14th September to 25th September. Conditions apply. This offer is valid from 14th to 25th September and for first 1,000 women only.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there, ma'am. Thank you. नया जॉब बड़ी कंपनी में हो गई तरक्की।
तरक्की?
हाँ, और क्या?
तरक्की वो जब बड़ी कंपनीज भी तेरे लिए काम करें, वो नहीं जब सिर्फ तू बड़ी कंपनी के लिए काम करे।
आपकी हो गई? क्या?
ले।
ICICI प्रूडेंशियल ब्लू चिप फंड।
तरक्की।
इन्वेस्ट करें ICICI प्रूडेंशियल ब्लू चिप फंड में और देश की बड़ी कंपनीज में निवेश करने का मौका पाएं। तरक्की करें। Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
I have used Kohler products for several of my interior projects, and the new Colors by Kohler range completely fits my colorful personality.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
This program is co-sponsored by
Renault Duster, the true SUV.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks.
Rahul Gandhi says Arun Jaitley colluded with Vijay Mallya and helping him flee the country. Why didn't Jaitley stop Mallya when he told him he was leaving the country? Questions AICC President. Deputy Chief Minister G. Parameshwara sends out a warning to Jarkioli brothers, says he will put an end to dissidents. Let the Jarkioli brothers talk to me or the Chief Minister to sort out the issue. Deputy Chief Minister meets Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy and JDS Supremo H.D. Deve Gowda. Talks center around BBMP mayoral polls and cabinet expansion. BJP tweets a challenge to Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy. Challenges him to speak to even one BJP MLA. As the Chief Minister had said, 5 BJP MLAs would jump ship. Bengaluru brings in Ganesh Chaturthi with pomp and fervour. Celebrations held at many temples across the city. Hello and welcome. You're watching News 9 with me, Vijay. First up, the AICC President Rahul Gandhi hit out at the Finance Minister Arun Jaitley over his alleged link with Vijay Mallya. Rahul Gandhi called the Finance Minister a liar and said that he was in collusion with a criminal who had fled the country. Vijay Mallya had yesterday said that he had met the Finance Minister before leaving the country, and later on in the evening Arun Jaitley said that he had of course met Vijay Mallya, but it was a casual meeting and there was absolutely nothing about him leaving to London. Now today, Congress came out with a press conference a while earlier. Let's listen to what Rahul Gandhi had to say about the meeting in the press conference.
The Finance Minister himself has admitted that Vijay Mallya told him that he is going to go to London. And yet the Finance Minister took no action on Mr. Vijay Mallya. Finance Minister did not inform the CBI, did not inform the ED, did not inform the other arms of the government that this thief is running away. Why? What was the cause? What was the reason? What was the deal? Why did it happen? And second, there is a notice to restrain Mr. Vijay Mallya. That notice is changed magically from a restraint notice to an informed notice. Why? Who did it?
Rahul Gandhi's statement on what happened when Vijay Mallya left the country, and the Congress also claimed that they had evidence that the meeting did not last a few minutes, it lasted longer than a few minutes. And let's listen into what the Rajya Sabha MP Punya had to say, supporting the Congress's claim that Arun Jaitley and Vijay Mallya held a long meeting before Mallya left the country.
There is a notice.
1 मार्च 2016 को 29 फरवरी को बजट पेश हुआ। 1 तारीख को मैं पार्लियामेंट हाउस के सेंट्रल हॉल में बैठा था और तभी मैंने देखा अरुण जेटली जी और विजय माल्या वो आपस में बात कर रहे हैं, खड़े होकर कोने में बात कर रहे हैं और बहुत अंतरंग, दोनों एक दूसरे को जैसे कि अंतरंग बातें होती उस तरह से बात कर रहे थे। फिर 5-7 मिनट के बाद फिर वहां पर सेंट्रल हॉल में बेंच में बैठ के भी बात करना उन्होंने शुरू किया और बात अपना करते रहे। और विजय माल्या उस सत्र में केवल 1 मार्च को ही आए थे और अरुण जेटली जी से मिलने के लिए आए थे, तो उन्होंने उनसे मुलाकात की।
Well, that was what the Rajya Sabha member had to say. He said that he saw an actual meeting between Vijay Mallya and Arun Jaitley. It was a longish meeting.
And yet the finance minister took no action.
And what triggered off this entire face-off today between the Congress and the BJP is what Vijay Mallya had said outside the Westminster Court yesterday, Westminster Magistrates Court yesterday. Let's listen to what Vijay Mallya had to say.
What was the cause?
I had a scheduled meeting with Labour and met the finance minister before I left. Repeated my offer to settle the plans. I had a scheduled meeting with Labour and met the finance minister before I left. Repeated my offer to settle the plans.
Well, there you have it. This is a statement that has triggered a face-off between the Congress and the BJP. Last night it was the finance minister which came out and said, denied that he has made, that he met Vijay Mallya. In fact, he said it was a casual meeting. There was no discussion about Vijay Mallya leaving for London. But today Rahul Gandhi has come out and criticized the finance minister. A severe allegation that the finance minister is a liar. That's what Congress has said today. And that was a statement which had, which triggered off this whole face-off. Well, I'm joined in by my colleague Nikhil from the newsroom. Well, Nikhil, full-blown war now. The Congress and the BJP lunging at each other, not giving an inch, not giving a yard. Just before the Lok Sabha polls coming around, this is what Vijay Mallya seems to be the issue. At the moment, it seems to be the pole plank for the Congress and BJP to fight over, Nikhil.
Absolutely, and at this stage, one has got to note the whole series of events over here. Vijay Mallya, what sparked it off, as you were talking about a little while ago, Vijay Mallya saying that he engaged with the finance minister over the issue of settling. So how did that conversation pan out? If that conversation happened, if Vijay Mallya is to be believed in that particular instance, how did that conversation pan out? What of that conversation led him to believe that it was perfectly all right to leave the country? These are the questions that are coming in from the opposition right now. Rahul Gandhi's press conference tends to allude to all of these issues. So there is that perception provided by Vijay Mallya's statement, followed or compounded by Rahul Gandhi's question. Cut to the middle of it. Arun Jaitley categorically denying that he had any such meeting with Vijay Mallya. So there is that alternative version coming in. And here we have Rajya Sabha MP Pannalal Punya coming in and saying, look, I was there. I saw it. There was not just an exchange of pleasantries in Parliament. There's more than adequate interaction that took place between the two individuals. So if there is any doubt about that, check out the CCTV footage in Parliament. So lot of things that Pannala Punia said. He even tweeted about it about well, less than 24 hours ago, I believe, and said the same thing. So him coming out and saying this and adamant that what he saw is accurate tends to give rise to questions as to, is it about Arun Jaitley's statement that has to be questioned, or the fact that Vijay Mallya, whatever he said, is it actually accurate to the point of stating that he is offering a settlement? What of that conversation? All of these doubts have started to come in now. Perhaps, of course, an analysis of the CCTV footage, if that is what Pannala Punia is stating, could be done, then that could put to rest a lot of these questions. But is that protocol, is that procedure? We're talking about the parliament over here. A lot of what happens within the parliament, inside the inner halls, are usually immune to outside scrutiny. So a whole new can of worms might just open here with the increased scrutiny of what happens in the halls between the major hall in Parliament and the outside. And a lot of uncomfortable questions will be coming out as well. How the Congress plan to proceed further with these questions, that remains to be seen. As of now, Arun Jaitley has stated that all of this is categorically untrue. But will he be willing to respond to a series of questions that Rahul Gandhi has stated that he will be asking? Will he be willing to respond to all of that? And will the BJP-led government look to bury the insinuation of the finance minister's involvement in this by actually coming out and answering these questions and hoping for some sort of a satisfactory response to these answers that have been given? So, yes, the matter just got a little confusing now because of these varied opinions. So it remains to be seen how they, being the opposition, is willing to go ahead with this, Michael.
Yes, Nikhil, definitely the CCTV footage is not open for scrutiny. And what will you get from the CCTV footage? Whether you get a recording of the conversation, whether that is open for scrutiny, that's a little bit ambiguous, like you said. But definitely the Congress seems to have latched onto this entire point about the 20-minute discussion, or probably a lengthy discussion between the finance minister and Vijay Mallya just before. And soon after this discussion, they seem to be linking this discussion with Vijay Mallya fleeing the country. And Rahul Gandhi is constantly reiterating that that the finance minister did hear from Vijay Mallya that he was leaving for London, and why wasn't he stopped? And there's another question about this whole thing about protocol, the departure of Vijay Mallya, when the protocol, the formality was to block him, and then that one was changed to report. Now the question is, that's what the AICC, that's what the Rahul Gandhi is questioning as to how did that happen, why was that changed? Even Subramanian Swamy had brought it up in his tweet as to why that was changed. Now on that, do you think the BJP will come out with some clear-cut answers? But surely, Nikhil, this is definitely a premise for a full-blown war between the BJP and the Congress just before the Lok Sabha polls. That apart, the point about blocking being changed to reporting, how will the Congress counter the BJP on that, or how will the BJP counter the Congress on that accusation, Nikhil? You see them having an answer for that?
Well, they will be keen on having an answer to that, if at all they are keen on taking Rahul Gandhi's criticism over here. Typically, whenever Rahul Gandhi has asked a question, has raised any objections, has raised any reservations on anything that the government has done, it has always been answered in a very light-hearted manner on Twitter or some social media platform, stating that, oh, this is just some crazy person who is just making up these insinuations. But in this particular case, there are a lot of other people who have also come in, and like I said, Pannala Punia was also there and has spoken about it. He's spoken about it vocally, he's tweeted about it as well. So perhaps the BJP may like to respond to it in more than just a simply light-hearted fashion. Having said that, what does the Congress have in this instance? If there is talk of CCTV footage, as you very rightly pointed out, you can't necessarily, you can't ever gain audio footage from a CCTV camera. So all you're going to see is, if at all this meeting happened, let's assume it did. Let's hypothesize it did. You have a corridor. You have Arun Jaitley on one side. You have Vijay Mallya on the other side. You have a timestamp. That timestamp may show 20 minutes. So that's all they have to say, that look, Arun Jaitley is incorrect in saying that he didn't even meet him when you have this interaction. Fair enough. Content, however, you can't really admit any content in there in any investigation, if at all an investigation has to happen. So you can't really speak so much about the CCTV footage. So what else do you have? It's only Vijay Mallya's word against the finance ministers at the end of the day. So will the BJP be necessarily worried about such things? One would say hardly likely. Yes, it's an uncomfortable thorn in the flesh of the BJP, one that they hope would disappear over time. But at the same time, more than the word of Vijay Mallya, more than the word of Pannalal Punya, what more does Congress have? Maybe they've not disclosed it, but what more can they do once they have just these words? So there's that. And as I had mentioned earlier, the protocol issue. How much scrutiny can be done with what happens in the corridors of the parliament? Can courts get involved in this? It's a very grey area. Typically, protocol does not demand that. There is that separation. And courts have declared in the past that conversations that do not amount to much are not necessarily admissible. So when you don't have the matter of that conversation available with you beyond what the word of Vijay Mallya is and what the word of Arun Jaitley is, having denied it, what more can be done over here? So the BJP may not be overtly concerned about what is being brought out by the Congress, what is being brought out by Rahul Gandhi. But having said that, it remains to be seen if Rahul Gandhi and the Congress have more than what meets the eye. Is it just the introduction? Is it just the tip of the iceberg that they've come out with this press conference? Those are the questions that need to be asked at this stage, Michael.
Right. Nikhil, thank you so much for joining us with all the details. But the manner in which the Congress has come out rather forcefully on this issue, well, they probably could have more details than what they mentioned in the press conference, like Nikhil was saying. They need to have more details if they're going to push this issue. If they're going to push this issue further, that really remains to be seen. But right now, the Congress has taken on the BJP over the Vijay Mallya issue, or Vijay Mallya statement. They seem to be pushing it. Will the BJP come up with an answer? Do they feel it worthwhile to come up with the answer? That really remains to be seen. We slip into a short break now, but more news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned.
एक्स्ट्रा फाइबर युक्त पतंजलि नेचुरल चक्की आटा, शुद्ध बेसन, प्रोटीन से भरपूर अनपॉलिश्ड नेचुरल दालें एवं असली बासमती राइस के साथ देश के सर्वश्रेष्ठ चावल अपनाइए, शुद्ध खाइए, स्वस्थ रहिए।
Introducing Kamdhenu Next Double Ribs Interlock Steel, जो दे 2.5 गुना ज्यादा bond strength. Kamdhenu Next Next Generation Interlock Steel.
कैसी लगी वेज बिरयानी?
ठीक है, लेकिन तुम्हारी मम्मी वाला टेस्ट नहीं।
माँ, मैंने कुछ मिस कर दिया। मैंने चावल देखे, सब्जियाँ भी देखी। घी उसे कैसे देखते हैं?
घी देखते ही तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा, वो दानेदार होना चाहिए।
GRB घी, शुद्ध दानेदार देसी घी। तुम्हारी मम्मी आई। GRB घी, शुद्ध दानेदार देसी घी।
MTS Projects wishes one and all a happy Gauri and Ganesha festival.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there, ma'am. Thank you. नया जॉब बड़ी कंपनी में, हो गई तरक्की।
तरक्की?
हाँ, और क्या?
तरक्की वो जब बड़ी कंपनीज भी तेरे लिए काम करें, वो नहीं जब सिर्फ तू बड़ी कंपनी के लिए काम करे।
आपकी हो गई? क्या?
ले।
ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund।
तरक्की।
इन्वेस्ट करें ICICI Prudential Blue Chip Fund में और देश की बड़ी कंपनीज में निवेश करने का मौका पाएं। तरक्की करें। Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
सर्वांगी सुंदर उदिशेंदुराची कंठी झळके माळ मुक्ता फळांची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव लंबोदर तू विनायका तू मल्लोमेश्वर मोरया विघ्नेश्वर तू एक दंत तू मयूरेश्वर
Well, it's Ganesh Chaturthi and Bengalurians are celebrating the festival with full fervour. Special pujas are being offered to Lord Ganesha at various temples in the city. Bengalurians also thronged the Dodda Ganapati temple in Basavangudi and took blessings from the deity. And these are visuals coming to you from Jayanagar, where the pujas were held earlier in the day. And of course, even as the pujas were held, a whole lot of devotees thronged the temples. We brought you visuals from Basavangudi, and this is from Jayanagar. Well, across the city, there were pujas and people visiting, devotees flocking to the temples. This is from Jayanagar. Well, a host of devotees turning up at the various temples across the city to take the blessings of Ganesha. And in Koramangala, this is what transpired. Priests performing pujas in Koramangala as well, and devotees thronging the temple to take the blessings of the deity. Well, truly a colourful look across the city. Marketplaces being dotted with banyan leaves, selling of flowers, selling of statues, garlands, puja items. Well, a really festive look across the city. And here you have from JP Nagar. And well, a host of devotees thronged the temple. And the Homa also being performed at the JP Nagar temple. And a decorative Ganesha there in different places. Well, there in JP Nagar, you can see it made out of rangoli. Well, different ways of paying tribute to the Lord on Ganesh Chaturthi, and of course a very festive look across the city. And business establishments, schools, colleges, everything shut for the festival, and everybody at home celebrating either with their families, friends, relatives. And a festive look across Bengaluru. The streets, of course, are empty. Everybody at home celebrating the festival. And meanwhile, at the temples, people thronging the temples to pay, to get the blessings of the deity on the festive day. And these are visuals coming to you from Basavangudi, Jayanagar and Puttinahalli. The deities themselves, the idols of the deity themselves, decorated with a host of garlands, with flowers, and a lot of care being taken to ensure that the idols look their best for the festival occasion. And these are visuals you can see from Basavangudi, Jayanagar and Puttinahalli, where Ganesha is being celebrated with festive fervour. And of course, later in the evening, there will be Visarjans also in different tanks in different locations across the city. But this year, of course, for the past few years, and this is from Mysuru. This is coming to you from Mysuru. There has been an emphasis on eco-friendly Ganeshas. And well, it has the Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy standing beside the idol of Ganesha. From Mysuru, a very different look for Ganesha in Mysuru, a very creative look. There you can see H.D. Kumaraswamy standing there with the idol of Ganesha. Well, a different interpretation, a different message. And there you have Prime Minister Modi standing with Ganesha. Both of them focused towards the country. There you can see some sort of link towards India. And this, of course, H.D. Kumaraswamy, JDS, which is focused on the farmers. You can see both Ganesha and H.D. Kumaraswamy standing in a field. A different message, a different interpretation. There you have the lotus as well. And in Mysuru, people celebrating Ganesha on the streets. And And of course, these sort of celebrations are witnessed in Mumbai, where a whole lot of street festivals and dances, where the idol is carried out in a procession, and that seems to be happening in Mysuru as well from earlier today. A procession being taken out, a very festive atmosphere there, smiling faces, very happy faces there on the occasion of Ganesh Chaturthi. Well, these are visuals in Mysuru where people came out onto the streets taking out a procession to celebrate Ganesha. And Bobby Newberry, a multi-talented singer, songwriter, dancer, choreographer from the US, is here in Bengaluru to feature his new album, Chance. Don't miss this amazing chance to catch Bobby Newberry's exclusive chit-chat with News9. Take a look.
As Bengaluru celebrates Gauri Ganesha, we have Bobby Newberry and Divya Agarwal joining us in the city. Well, what could be more colourful, adding to the colour and fervour both of these, as well as Gary, I'll have him introduce himself. But before that, we know of a lot of, Bollywood starlets who've been featuring in a good number of Hollywood songs, tracks, whatnot. We see that happening this time around as well with Bobby Newberry, who's a Hollywood choreographer's a new song with featuring Divya. So I'm excited about it. I'd like to ask Bobby, what's your chance with India this time?
I mean, I just have no words. My heart is so full. India has just been such a magical place for me. I met somebody and that I know I'll be friends with forever, and it's such an amazing experience, and I literally cannot explain it other than magic. It just feels so incredible to be here. I love it.
Bobby, tell our audience what's your profile like. We'd like to know, actually. You've choreographed what kind of Hollywood numbers?
I've worked recently with Nicki Minaj. I just did her last project last year. Eminem, Pussycat Dolls, X Factor, just to name a few. Just a few highlights and moments. But yeah, coming here and working with Divya has been so special, and it's been such a magical time.
That's actually very sweet. I mean, you said Pussycat Dolls. I mean, the tracks, the dance, that's like, pasted in my head. I would never forget it. Was that all your artwork?
Just actually the second album cycles that it was when I was brought on. So like When I Grew Up, which we actually won MTV Choreography Award for, which was one of the biggest moments of my career. So special.
What brought you to India and picked Divya for your next choreography?
So I actually was brought out by Gary. We were doing events, he does Events Maniac, and I was going to do workshops. And I had the idea of writing a song for India, and I said, I want to write a song, let's shoot a video. And he said, okay, write the song, send it to me. So I wrote Chance. That's all that kept popping up in my head was chance. Take the chance. Every day you have an opportunity to start anew. And I sent it to him, and
I liked the music was so good. The music was actually so good that I was like, okay, I want to do this music video. Let's do it. So after that, I pitched Divya, and she's so good that she replied like instantly. I got a reply within 10 to 15 minutes. And now we are working together on this project. We have done this.
So where are you featuring this track? I mean, is it going to be an international video, audio?
Both. Both.
With VH1 India, and VH1 India is happily ready to produce this on their channel.
That's amazing. But tell me, Divya, are you feeling special to have been picked?
Oh my God, it's an honor. It's an honor, honestly, because like a lot of reality stars just dream of getting in here. And forget about Indian songs. I'm like flying to international songs, so that's a good thing for me. And especially the song itself is so nice that being a part of the song itself is an honor for me. So
absolutely. So we've known a lot of you from Splitsvilla and whatnot. Do you think that's after that reality show you sort of arrived?
Yeah, I've been working into this field since almost 10 years now, but then the recognition is much more wilder since past a year, and right now I've been working with Boot to anchor their shows just like you. So that is being done really well. As a VJ I'm doing really well, and I've did another single called Bob Marley, which was just before Chance, and that's how the fire was all around India, and that's how I was into the eyes of Gary. And that's how everything
pretty cool. I mean, dance is something that I think we Indians know how to shake a leg.
Yeah,
would you agree?
Yes, actually, very much so. The Chance Challenge, we did a Chance Challenge, and everybody's been putting these amazing videos, dancing, being super creative, and it's been so cool to watch everybody doing this.
Can I see the Chance Challenge?
Actually, Chance Challenge can be anything. You just have to enjoy the song. It can be a hardcore choreography. It can be in a beautiful scenic place where you're just enjoying the moments of life, or just being with your friends and enjoying the time. It's all about having a chance, getting better in life,
having a good
spreading
time.
happiness.
Absolutely. So if I can take a chance and ask you, all right, right,
boom, left, and right.
That's a chance.
Left.
That's pretty cool, and that's very easy.
That's very easy. We kept it easy because we wanted all of them.
Anyone
to do it, and in
your
the club,
grandma,
anyone. In the club, you're just sitting, having your drinks, and like you start when the song goes on, like that, just by sitting.
Okay, can you sing the song?
That's easy.
Come on.
Take the chance. That's all you're gonna get, because then you can listen to the song out of the place.
Okay, come on. Can I see one move from the song? Barring me, I'm not gonna join y'all. I have two left feet.
From the song.
Come on, go for it.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, go. Say go.
I'm doing a different
thing. He forgot, not me.
No, one more time. Last time. Come on.
But I do different coming in from a different side, so it's different.
Okay, let's go. 5, 6, 7, go.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
Whatever.
I'm so totally.
You can watch the video to see the rest of it.
Absolutely. Actually, you guys have to watch the video. I'm totally excited. What's with the nice Indian look?
Well, you know what? I'm loving the vibe so much, and it's so comfortable. But I think it looks so dope and like stylish.
It does look so dope. I'm also in kurta today for the festivities. But tell me quickly, what about India you've learned so far? Any local words? South. Hindi word. Fine, Hindi.
No. What was the one I just learned? Bajate raho. Of course, namaste. Yes. Shukriya. I've been saying shukriya, namaste.
I guess it's about time. It's about time after having Divya Agarwal, featuring her in your video. It's about time that you learn a lot more of Hindi, Kannada particularly.
Punjabi cuisine being with me.
Yes, that's what I've been learning. I've been learning about the food. This has been learning more than anything else, and that's been the best experience so far. Is all the food that she's been showing me.
I think an understanding of any country is with the food, and that's what you've done. Thank you so much, both of you. All the very best with your future endeavors. I hope Chance is number one on your blockbuster list. Thank you so much. That's Bobby Newberry as well as Divya Agarwal joining us on the occasion of Gauri Ganesha in Bengaluru to add some color. Let's hope their Chance does well enough. You watch it and tell us how it was. With camera person Vishnu, Nabila for NEWS9.
Well, that's a wrap on this edition of the Bulletin. Coming up on the other side is a NEWS9 special. Stay tuned.
The great Honda Fest is here. Buy any Honda car, get exciting offers and win a fully paid trip to London and Paris.
Open the door.